What if I told you that feelings aren't sacred? They're not untouchable, divine little sparks of the soul like movies and poetry have brainwashed you into believing. They're chemical glitches, little electric storms inside your brain that you confuse for love, attachment, or destiny. And yet, those glitches can ruin your life. They can keep you awake at 3 a.m. staring at a ceiling you've memorized more than your own future. They can make you stalk someone's social media like it's holy scripture. They can chain you to someone who has already forgotten your existence. So let's be brutally honest. Sometimes the most dangerous thing you can do is feel. And if that's true, then here's the darker truth. You can also kill those feelings. Not numb them. Not hide them. Kill them. For good. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's easy. Killing feelings isn't like switching off a light. It's more like trying to smother a fire that keeps stealing oxygen from your lungs. But let's not romanticize suffering. Because honestly, your feelings don't care about you. They don't care if they're destroying your focus, your goals, your peace. They don't care if the person you're obsessed with has already moved on, living their best life while you drown in imaginary what-ifs. So ask yourself, why are you still loyal to emotions that are disloyal to you? Here's the first twisted trick. Stop feeding the ghost. That person. That obsession. That memory, they're a ghost. Haunting your head rent-free. And like any ghost, it only survives if you keep feeding it energy. Every time you replay conversations in your head, every time you scroll their pictures, every time you imagine what they're doing right now, you're keeping the ghost alive. Want to kill feelings? Starve the ghost. Cut off the energy. Stop giving CPR to a corpse that should have been buried months ago. But here's the thing. Your brain is an addict. It loves the dopamine hit that comes from pain just as much as it does from pleasure. That's the sick irony. The brain doesn't care if it's happy or heartbroken. It just cares about the chemical rush. That's why heartbreak feels addictive. That's why you keep crawling back mentally, even when you know it's self-destruction. So if you want to kill feelings forever, you have to go cold turkey. No more just checking once. No more just one memory. Stop treating withdrawal like a sign you're still in love. It's just your brain acting like a junkie. Let's get darker. Have you ever noticed how feelings make you stupid? And I don't mean slightly distracted stupid. I mean full-on, brain-melting, can't think clearly stupid. You start rewriting reality just to justify them. Oh, maybe they didn't mean it like that. Maybe if I just wait, they'll change. No, they won't. And the fact that you're bending your reality around someone else is the clearest sign you need to kill those emotions before they kill you. Love isn't always poetry. Sometimes it's poison, dressed up as a love song. Want to know the most sarcastic part of this whole thing? The human brain is wired for survival. It doesn't want you to die. It doesn't want you to starve. It doesn't want you to lose your mind. But when it comes to emotions, the same brain will happily let you sink. Isn't that hilarious? Your brain is basically a damn hypocrite. It's like, oh no, don't forget to breathe, don't forget to eat. But when you're obsessing over someone toxic, it goes, yes, suffer more. Replay their smile another 400 times. Destroy your sleep. Perfect. Your brain is not your friend. It's a manipulator. And the way to beat a manipulator is to outsmart it. So here's the game. Reprogram the system. Every time your brain throws their name, their face, their ghost at you, you don't entertain it. You hijack it. Replace it. Not with another person, that's just swapping one prison for another, but with obsession over yourself. Every second you waste bleeding over someone else's absence is a second stolen from your own evolution. So redirect. Train like you're at war. Build like you're leaving your past self in the dust. Become so consumed with your own growth that your brain no longer has space to worship ghosts. But let me give you the cruelest truth. Most people don't actually want to kill their feelings. They say they do, they cry that they do, but secretly, they like being a victim of them. They like the drama. They like the tragedy. They like the twisted sense of importance that comes from saying, "I can't move on." It makes them feel like their story is epic, like their heartbreak is some grand Shakespearean tragedy. But let me burst that bubble. It's not Shakespeare. It's not romantic, it's pathetic. Holding on to feelings that no longer serve you isn't loyalty, it's self-sabotage in disguise. The dark psychology of letting go is this. You don't let go because it hurts too much. You let go because holding on is killing you faster. Think about it. If you keep pouring water into a broken glass, at some point, it's not love, it's insanity. And yet people keep pouring, they keep hoping, they keep clutching at shards, cutting themselves over and over again, calling it love. Killing feelings is realizing that bleeding isn't beautiful, it's stupid. And refusing to bleed for someone who doesn't even notice is the ultimate act of rebellion. Now, let me make this personal. Imagine a future version of you, years from now, still haunted by the same person, still stuck in the same loop, still telling the same story about the one who got away. That's not tragic. That's tragic comedy. That's you throwing away your only life like it's some endless rehearsal. And for what? For someone who doesn't even remember the exact words they said to break you. They've forgotten, and you're still bleeding. That's the biggest joke of all. So here's how you kill feelings forever. You bury the ghost. Not gently, not with flowers, not with closure speeches in your head. No. You lock it in a coffin and walk away without looking back. You stop worshiping the pain like it's proof of your humanity, because it's not. Real strength is not in feeling endlessly. It's in deciding what no longer deserves to be felt. Kill the loyalty to emotions that don't serve you. Kill the ghost by starving it of your attention until it suffocates. And when that voice inside you whispers, "But I can't, I still feel something," remember this. Feelings are not facts. They are temporary storms. They scream like thunder, but they fade like mist. And once they're gone, you'll wonder why you ever gave them so much power. That's the punchline. The moment you kill feelings for someone, you'll look back and laugh. Because the person who once felt like your oxygen will suddenly look like nothing more than a stranger with good marketing. So the next time your heart tries to convince you that you can't let go, laugh in its face. Be sarcastic with your own emotions. Tell them, "You think you're powerful? You're just chemicals. You're not destiny. You're not fate. You're a glitch, and I'm done being your puppet." That's when you win. That's when the ghost finally starves. And that's when you'll realize the only feelings worth keeping are the ones that make you more alive, not less. Everything else, chill it. Forever.